Good morning, beautiful. I hope that this finds you well rested and ready to begin your day. This is your daily tarot oracle, your daily insight on life and love for May 27th. May 27th, 2022. Also being timeless, so wherever you're catching this in time, it might be relevant, maybe not so much, but if you found your way across this, maybe you should check it out and see what's up. It's general collective, don't force this to fit your life. Do what you will. Ooh, awesome way to start this out. I am flippin' excited. Look at me go. Okay, no. All right, so proposal based off of what seems to be an imbalance in your life. No, let's get more on this. No. We're not gonna feed our anxieties anymore, are we? We're not gonna waste our time, our energies. We're not gonna waste our minutes. That is the currency you do not get back. Okay, so let's see what's happening. If you have questions about booking a private reading, go to the description, find the email address, it's in the pinned videos. And also you can find me on the social platforms, the nice little @ symbol. RAISINGSEVAKY. Why am I doing it? Well, spam accounts. They're making so many. I just even blocked another one today, which had my middle initial as an I. What the crap? Anyway, what's up? So I'm still drawing cards. I normally have been doing this off camera only to save on time. Today's not one of those days. All right, so it looks like there's a lot of emotional instability and just a really hard time that it seems to be a huge emotional upset. I know, awesome, so to the point for a reader, huh? No, this is what I'm looking at right here. We're not going to feed our anxieties anymore, not holding anything back. And you know what? We are going to march on to some sort of victory, getting away from whatever this stupid circus is. And we have this mastery. We have very intimate relationships going on right here. All right, so the feeling that I'm getting in this is a lot of healing having to take place. Everything is up in the air. Everything is a mess. And I think I need more light. So let's do that. Is that better? Okay. Major life choices that are coming into play right now that please do not be impulsive with this. It's telling you to really take the time and look in. Isn't that a trip? Okay. You're not feeling quite emotionally stable over this. You had to get away from something to really just you had to get away from a lot of the crap in your life that was just really holding you back, and you can't hold back anymore. This was feeding into your anxiety. It was wasting your time. It was wasting your efforts. It feels like you were able to get some really wonderful tools from this and go. I think it was a major learning experience for you, but I also feel like you had to almost kind of sneak away. You left 2 swords behind. So the 2 swords going into the 2 of swords, and whatever that circus was, you made a decision to leave that circus. And that was the most important thing you could have done for yourself. This is somebody who is really working on their own foundation, who's really working on a sense of their own power. Look at this master right here. They're adorned in this red fabric, working with the base chakra, their security, their finances, their home base. It's fire, it's passion, it's even anger, all of that. This is somebody who's come to a point in their journey where they have to make some even more major life choices. I kind of want to look into this. So this I do feel is this? Okay. Hold on, I don't know if this is relationships or just life situations right now. I want to look more at this because with the lovers, this normally is, about relationships of kind, and it's Archangel Raphael who's in this, who's, guiding the whole situation, but this could honestly just be some major life decisions that are coming into play that you do not get to take lightly. So there's a level of detachment right here. Why? don't want to be irrational. You're not ready for the next step. Impulsiveness. Okay. Got the Ten of Swords. Lighter days are ahead. Hear the dog in the background? Loyalties are up. I know it seems like a stretch, but loyalties are up, aren't they? I want you to look at who you are loyal to in your life. This could be friends, family, lovers, mentors, peers. I do not know. It could be colleagues. But what I'm seeing in this is detachment and not ready for yourself to see the silver lining right now. The Page of Swords is not being able to receive the message or have some sort of a solution. There's a codependent problem that's coming in right now that's trying to make plans in your life. Looks like healing has to come about. You're closed off to this energy. You don't want to hear any of this. It's there's a major opportunity for growth, for healing with you. I do feel like this is feminine energy. I feel like it's empowered energy. I also feel like this is something that sees a lot of hope. So what I'm getting from this is once you are able to work through this, there's going to be a lot of communication and physical action taking place, which is really going to get your hope up. It's going to get your hope up. Interesting. Ooh. Suffering, hardship, financial hardship, Knight of Wands. It looks like there's a fear about spending a lot of money around this. There's a fear of investing too much into this and losing yourself. Okay. I got it. All right. There's a major problem with relationships right now. It looks like there's something that you do really want to invest in, and it looks like there's been a lot of misloyalties in your life up to this point. Either that or you're not sure where you can keep your loyalties, and it's like you don't feel grounded. You don't feel like you can extend yourself. A part of you is very afraid to extend yourself, especially within the connection that we are talking about right now, whether it's romantic, platonic, doesn't matter. It's like there's guilt around it. Like you can't fully invest in yourself. The thing is, you have to work on the trust that you carry with yourself to not repeat those same patterns of relationships as before. So I'm going to show you what I'm looking at. This is a mess. This is a glorious, glorious mess. This is very motherly energy, but the fact that it's on its keister, this just feels like it can't be the nurturer that it wants to be. So it's like you can't force yourself to connect the way that you want to connect. And I do feel like there is an air of detachment, like you've escaped certain relationships in your life for the better of yourself. But now here comes the decision to look at each individual relationship and see what the decision is with this one. And you can't, you can't focus or have any sort of distractions right now. It's really important that before you make these decisions on who to keep around and who to kind of create some distance with, that you look inward, silent, be still, get into some sort of solitude where you can really clear your head. Because I know the emotional battle that you're dealing with right now. It feels so heavy, and it feels like you can't give any more of yourself in this. Now, normally I would keep these out because I always like to take a picture at the end. I'm not gonna do that right now. A lot of healing has to come into play. I do see that hope is being restored in your relationships, It's just major fear before that point. It does look like you are leaning towards it. Keep this in mind, I don't care what the cards say. If at any point the relationship that we're talking about is toxic, abusive, or illegal in any way, shape, or form, get the F away from it. I don't want you getting hurt. I don't want anybody getting hurt. So it looks like healing is coming in, and right now we're dealing with a lot of emotional hardships. So the healing that seems to be coming in, where you will make a lot of headway, we have the Three of Cups. This is very karmic, and it looks like celebration. For some of you, this can involve a deepening of commitment, something that is growing right now. But again, this is saying you have to make this decision by yourself with nobody else's influence. And let's see. This stagnance that you're feeling isn't a failure. It doesn't mean that you are going back to old ways and old habits. I don't see that at all. It feels more like the King of Pentacles and trying to make a decision based off of what your hopes, dreams, and ambitions are for your own individual life and what's going to help get you there. And you're not using people. It's not that. It's just who shares a vision, who shares a complementary vision, who's going to add more to your life to get you to where you want to go. These are cohabiting connections. Like, they can cohabit together. Not that you're going to be living with the person. You might, but not in every case. Oh, don't force yourself to repeat old lessons on people that you could not depend on. Don't make yourself repeat the same relationship patterns where there's a major sense of loss. You're not repeating that in the current relationship. Spirit is telling you to stop treating it like you are. The silver lining is you not projecting those old pains onto the current partner. Now, if there is a blatant, no duh red flag, obviously, I'm not telling you to gaslight yourself on that at all. I don't want you to gaslight yourself on this. But this is also saying that the silver lining, it's going to be seeing that, well, you're not going to have to repeat that lesson on people who were very confining. Oh, my eye hurts. Oh, it's like a stabbing pain in my eye suddenly. Probably have an eyelash covered in mascara poking my eyeball. My eye starts to turn red, let me know. Okay, so the Knight of Wands is coming in with a lack of messages, and then we have the King of Swords. So masculine energy, so it's messy. The messages are skewed. Somebody is not coming forward. They're a mess. There's a truth that's being revealed about somebody in your life. The truth is going to be revealed. Ooh, this it seems like it's past related. Somebody who is a self-indulgent brat. It looks like they're getting the cold shoulder from you. The decision is to walk away from relationships that are no longer in alignment with you, that are no longer productive and progressive for you, ones that are just really anchoring you and holding you back and damaging your life. So these, I see that you're letting those go. This is what I'm looking at right here. I see some very intentional and slow, deliberate steps in seeing who you should let go. Oh, please don't drop. All right, you're just not going to fight anymore. You're not going to fight to keep them around. You're not going to hold on to anger. I see that there's peace kind of washing over you with this. You're moving on, you're healing. It feels like you've just come out of your own personal war. And it seems like Spirit is leading your way on that. If you look, it's this masculine character that's having these swords alongside this boat or this canoe, whatever it is. And it looks like it's an adult figure with a child on the side. So this might be a guardian that is bringing about a protective energy with a very wounded energy. I see that your current relationship is probably going to heal as you heal and move on from the past relationship. Very nice. Ooh, it's one thing after another with you kids, isn't it? So you and whoever this person is, it could be family, friends, lovers, colleagues, peers. I do not care what the dynamic is. It's a healing connection, and it's healing even more now that you have moved on past the previous connection or whatever the trauma is from a previous connection in your life. Ooh. So then we have the Page of Wands in reverse, closing down of messages. Somebody isn't making any more action towards you. And the Page of Swords is somebody giving up, and I see the level of detachment with you. So this is perfect. This is what you want. This somebody walking away. Whoever has been harassing you or dumping on you, hurting you, it's changing. And it's probably going away too. I see the coldness of it, the need to move on. This is a very depressive energy though. It's what you want, but there is definitely an air of sadness with this. This is not something that was going to end well. The pain was always going to be present. So what I'm seeing in here is somebody who's really not prepared for it, and somebody who's been wounded, and it's like they give. They're just like, I give, I'm done, you win. Somebody has to deal with the fallout of losing you. And it's their own karma. Sometimes we have to make choices that are very difficult, and they hurt us, and it hurts just all around. It doesn't mean it's the wrong decision. It means that it hurts, and that no matter what, you had to decide the pain that you were going to experience, the pain of continuing crap from this relationship, whether it was abuse, neglect, whether it was being taken for granted, chaos, whatever it was. Are you going to continue through the pain of that and live a life that is not meant for you, not up to your potential, or are you going to let that go and you're going to embrace the pain of change and the healing that has to happen? So 2 5s, major changes are underway in your life, and it's not comfortable. It's not comfortable for the old situation and the old situations in their current life. It's like this ball of experience and history. And the people that are involved, who are all part of this ball, are not necessarily in the ball at the moment. They're stepping outside of it, looking at it, and they're just seeing the pain in it and deciding to no longer involve themselves in that pain, but they're still carrying the wounds of that relationship. That relationship, the wounds still kind of feel fresh, like it's been continual because it was part of this experience. And now, walking away from that ball of pain, I know, I'm really great with analogies tonight, huh? It looks like there's going to be a pain in healing. So, you know, when you're healing, it initially does hurt as much, if not more than the initial wound, because you literally have to scrape beyond what that pain or injury was in order to get to the renewable flesh of self, of spirit, of what. So after all is said and done with this, what is the outcome for you? Where is this leading to? So you have the Magician. This is somebody who's strong, who's able to use all the tools in front of them, who's able to actually receive a gift from Spirit. And it's like Spirit is now protecting this gift. Something that's going to grow. Somebody's giving you something that is going to grow, and it's being given innocent and freely. And they have their own cup behind them too. So they're giving you some of what they got. And this is something where you will be able to grow just like they do. The foundation is how you guys can grow together. What else? You guys have to make your own rules in the relationship. You guys can't go about the same old patterns that you guys are used to. And it seems to be that you guys have to be very clear and direct with what your boundaries and lines are, and take yourselves into another place. So you have to make a decision to not work so hard and burn yourself out. And when you decide this, everything is going to shift very quickly around you. This is beautiful. There's a hint of pain with it, but I think this is going to lead to a really beautiful foundation for you in the relationship. And I also see that this is going to not be as difficult as what you've been used to. Just because you're used to something doesn't make it right. And it's like you getting off the fence about what it is that you do want to do and make the actual physical changes in your life. Final card, Spirit. It seems like there's a setback and loss of these unions, like the old ones, and you have to go inwardly and work on your own happiness and come back to the table with whatever the connection is and be in your own happiness, you guys in your own individual happiness, and see how they collaborate together. I do see the healthy relationship continuing. I do see that you are ready to move on from the past pains. It's going to be a little bit more painful for you to move on from this because you're readdressing it and clearing it out. There's a lot of protection and hope and life left in you. It's going to come back together. You are absolutely, without question, doing the work, and it's going to be a challenge, but it's leading to a really new, beautiful outlook for you, and not in just relationships, but kind of like the outlook on life also. So I really hope that this reading made sense. It's for May 27th, 2022. Also timeless, wherever you're catching in time. I really hope that this makes sense. If you have questions about booking a private reading, go to the pinned video or the description on the page, find the email address, or find me on social platforms with the @ RAISINGSEVAK. So it's Raising Savak, one word. And until next time, stay safe, have fun, and know that you're greatly loved and appreciated. Bye for now. Alrighty, so I don't know if you noticed from the main video, it's kind of dark out. I stopped recording for a bit. Anyway, hey, so what I'm looking at right here is complete distraction. It feels like not being ready, not even looking. It feels like nobody's even looking at this one. Not the video. I hope you're watching this. But it looks like you're not even looking because you're not even ready. I feel like you're this amazing, charismatic, charming, passionate, beautiful individual who's completely ambitious and driven. Like, it almost seems like you got something going for you that's rather nice. I'm liking this. So what I'm also seeing here, we have an offer that is coming in. So the energetic feminine energy is going towards the very grounded masculine energy. This is going to be a connection unlike any kind. If this isn't already happening, if this isn't describing your current relationship, again, if it's not toxic or abusive or legal, this, we'll support this. But I see the feminine is writing their own rules with the masculine on this. And it looks like this relationship is very healing. The stressors are falling out. You guys are really taking your time. And it also seems like there's a reason to take your time. It looks like you don't want to mess up either a good thing by rushing. It looks like you still have a lot of work to do on yourself. It seems, I can't even really see the cards as I'm doing this. Look, you guys got to write your own rules. You both want this. You both want each other. I love this for you. The masculine is the grounding force right now. They're very protective over this eccentric and really energetic feminine. Genderless, I don't care what the genders are in any of this. It's masculine and feminine. Here we go. And then we have taking off of so much pressure. You don't have to act, pretend to be any one thing with them. I can't tell you how much I love this, but it's also like you're going to be exactly who you are, unfiltered, to whatever degree of refined you are. I don't know, but this is a very complementary union. And I think that you two genuinely bring out the best in each other. I see long-term all around this baby. It looks like this is the universe, it's the soul, it's within, so without, as above, so below, as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul. This is everything in this beautiful yin-yang of this complementary and desirable energy. Let yourself be happy. The fact that you're pumping the brakes on this, it doesn't mean that it's not real, it's not true. It means that you're working out your kinks. So, let me know how this goes. You have no more F's to give, no more cares to give, no more worries to give. You have no more to give to a situation in your life. Maybe this is just all of the stressors in life. You just don't have the energy to plug into that anymore. It's like you've gone numb. You're ending and putting the final nail in the coffin of some sort of excruciating life direction. It feels unbearable. With every ending is a new beginning, and you are going to come to life again. The thing is, you've missed out on so much of your life feeding into other people's cares and worries. It's time that you start choosing yourself. And I think that's why you are really not plugging into anybody else. You want to get your life back. You want to feel protected. You want to feel loved. You want to feel seen, heard. You want to feel like you can overcome any situation. But right now, since you're coming out of what seems to be a very hard situation, you need to have this gift of numbness, so this doesn't prevent you from detaching from what you do need to detach from. You're not going to be abandoned again. You're not going to be hurt. But obviously, with every ebb and flow aspect of life, of course you're going to have bumps and bruises. There will be pain with life. It's polarity. But what I'm seeing in this is the pain that has been overwhelming and saturating you in the past isn't going to be part of the story moving forward. I do see that this is a very intimate healing thing for you. I also see that this is to restore balance. I kind of want to get more on that though. Let's look about how balance is going to be restored after you've missed out on so much of your life. See the non-reciprocal relationships in your life that you've been feeding into. See what you actually want to grow. See what no longer resonates with you and your personal beliefs anymore. That's the shadow work. Your brain doesn't even work the way that it used to. You are the King of Swords at this point. Yes, unfortunately, you still very much have your beauty and charm about you in this life. You don't get to lose that. So what I'm seeing in this is being covered. Your beauty and your charm, your emotional nurturing, your empathy is all being covered right now. This is being covered by the King of Swords, who's just going to get some crap done. You're going to be able to look at the pains of your life objectively or unbiasedly and just see the work that needs to be done for your highest good. Again, this is the time where you just really choose yourself. The shadow work and the feelings of what you had to walk away, this will present itself when the masculine has made sure the feminine aspects of yourself feel safe enough to come out. So a different part of your brain is going to take over to make sure that you are safe and not hurt. And you will be able to process this in a little bit, but what you're enduring right now is strictly for your experience and safety. So So I really hope that this made sense. It's for the greater good of you and your journey, and it's going to come out to feeling really free. Yeah, I'm going with that. Let me know how this makes sense. So here's a message from Daily Guidance from your angels. This is what I'm looking at right now. Alrighty. I think that you've been really, building up yourself, your ego, and feeling like you are wonderful and enough in life, really finding your bearings and standing your personal ground. And I think that what I'm seeing in here is you've been seeing the signs of, not only is it the fact that you are enough, you in every flaw and imperfection that you could have possibly perceived are all worthy of love and acceptance. They are part of what makes you such a unique character and are really truly an asset in your life if you know how to work them correctly. Anything that you see as a challenge actually is your advantage to some sort of awakening in your life. You need to surrender to who you authentically are. There's nothing about yourself that you should be ashamed of at all. No matter what skeletons, you don't have any skeletons in your closet that are worthy of your shame. When you release and surrender and accept who you truly are and where you've been in life, which Spirit is guiding you about, this is where you can really grab it by the reins and change direction. I do feel like this ability to love and accept yourself for who you are is what's going to change the direction. Nobody can hold it against you. You're mastering this. And I think that you're really picking yourself apart and looking at yourself in probably the most authentic, beautiful way. What you saw as your Achilles heel or a detriment in your life, it's like looking at it with kinder eyes and being like, okay, this doesn't work this way. I can work this way. And this is what's going to change the direction, or it's going to change the projection of your life to some degree. So I really want you to take a long, hard look at yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally, internally, whatever the case, and look at everything that you do not want to look at. Look at yourself raw in the mirror. Look at yourself completely, figuratively or literally nude, and see the amazing, beautiful character that you are. See what has made you, and see what you can actually do with this life, this body, and how this is an amazing vehicle for you. I want to see you proud about yourself, damn it. Do it. So it looks like there is a partner in your life who is helping you heal. This could be somebody who you are seeing at a new level, or who is kind of a new partner in your life, or somebody who you are meeting now, who's helping you actually go through a healing process and healing either the inner child, or you guys are focusing on a project together. I see this as your partner challenging you to heal through triggers. I'm not talking about abusive or toxic or illegal partnerships. Please understand that. I know that we argue. I know that we disagree. I know that we trigger each other because we're the flippin' human race. It's not, if it's toxic or illegal, this is not about that. Get away from that. Well, toxic, legal, abusive. You know what I'm saying. Anyways, so I really love this partner that's in your life, if it's not those things. They are making you face everything that has kept your inner child locked away, that has been wounded, emotionally stunted with you. I think that you guys actually listen and hear each other, not in the offensive, I need to be guarded way, but in a way where you know that their challenges to you are because they see what's holding you back. They see kind of more than what you do, because I think you've been living in it for so long, and they're challenging you to break that barrier, to go beyond that hurdle and really heal yourself. I see that you guys are beautifully committed to each other, and that this is a wonderful union for both of you. And I see that this relationship, while you guys trigger each other and that you guys force each other to grow, there's so much love here, and it's so healing, and that has to go both ways. Understand that. When you guys trigger each other, when you guys are challenging each other to grow, I still see you guys finding your way back to each other, healing and loving and forgiving each other. This is very divinely guided, and I feel like there's it's kind of cheesy, it's like there's an unspoken language between you guys. Your hearts, your minds understand each other as if it were, just as easy as breathing air. Or, yeah, well, you get what I'm saying. But anyway, this is a beautiful relationship, and you should have all the confidence in it. I love it. You guys are truly each other's biggest cheerleaders and instigators. So I want to see how this turns out for you. Well, things are about to get muddy. And why do I say that? Well, because I'm cheesy and shut up. So this is how the cards end, which earth and water, mud. I'm hilarious. Anyway. Okay. You and your partnership, again, if it's toxic or abusive or illegal, get away from it. I never care what the cards say. If it's toxic, abusive, or illegal, get away. But what I see is your relationship is kind of not matching up right now. Like, you guys are at odds. You guys kind of need to listen and hear each other out right now. Somebody is completely feeling out of whack, and it feels like they're at a very painful cycle in their life. A lot of secrets are coming to the surface, and this is really hard for one of the partners. Obviously, it's going to be hard on the relationship as a whole, but this is part of what happens in them. When somebody's down, the other person picks them up, or sometimes both are down, sometimes both are up, but somebody seems very down, and it's so important to be there as a support right now, not enabling them, not allowing toxicity. They're breaking some really codependent patterns in their life, and it's like learning how to love again. And I see that they're coming towards you with a renewed sense of passion, gratuity, and almost like a playfulness. This is somebody who's a very grounded, nurturing individual who really has a ton of love to give. Ton of love. This is such a beautiful partnership. Again, if it's not toxic, abusive, or illegal, disclaimer. Okay. And I think that your emotional maturity is just the fact that you don't let a lot of things rock your boat. This is great. They need that because they're feeling completely out of whack right now. They normally are grounded. They need somebody who's going to be able to ride the wave with them because they don't quite know how to do this, and that you're there for them. This is a pretty wonderful partnership. And I do see that your person, I know that they're in a dark place, but they're coming back. And I mean that in a very mental way. Yeah. So that actually might come back with a more sense of intimacy. They're so playful and they're so loving, and it feels like it kind of envelops you. So the best suggestion I could say is, again, not take anybody's crap. I'm never going to tell you to do that, but understand that they're in a very dark place. They're having a lot of secrets come to the surface in their life that I think that they haven't been paying attention to. We could also say that this is shadow work, and I see that they're looking for a major sense of loyalty. So they actually might be challenging you on that right now, seeing if you're still going to be there for them. Yeah, I do see it coming back together at a more intimate level and blossoming. So like I said in the beginning, you guys are kind of muddy because I'm funny and quippy. This is going to be a long letter from a loved one who's crossed over. It's usually the first one that's coming to mind. Don't overthink it. If it's nobody, then it's just going to be from a main guide. But regardless, the message, it needs to be heard now, and it needs to be heard by you. If this is something that's making you feel incredibly uneasy, discard it. It's totally fine. Here's card 1. Here's card 2. And here's card 3. Told you it's a long letter. So sit down, hush up, enjoy some drink or snack. So you're in such good shape right now, and we're all doing the happy dance. In this moment, you have the power to make a choice to get with spirit and co-create a miracle. You may wonder where all this is going, but if you want to manifest your desires for the highest good, you need to stay focused on the now. All power is in the present moment. Ask yourself, what are your dominant thoughts now? What beliefs are you motivated by? Do you have clarity right now? How's your conscious contact with the divine? Are you plugged in, or are you trying to do life all by your small self? Get rid of negative energy now. Resentments be gone. Forgiveness and love enter, please. You can do your life beautifully and create your most powerful future right here, right now, in this moment. Aren't you thrilled to know that you have a huge cheering section over here? We bet you must be so exhausted some days, giving as much as you do, sharing your energy so beautifully in service to the highest good can leave you feeling depleted like an empty well. If it feels like there's no more water for you, the good news is we have a plan today. Go take a relaxing bath. Book a massage, read a novel, buy yourself flowers or plant some in your garden. Make time for self-care, not more work on yourself. By tending to yourself now, you are reminded to do so more often. And be sure to use a word that may have caused you anxiety in the past, but is essential for your well-being now. No. No. Solid pass. Say it with us. No, thank you. No, I can't. You don't have to explain. Just say no, gently but firmly. Go for a soak. Life will wait for you to be back to center, replenished and ready for more adventure. So, are you taking yourself and your problems too seriously? Maybe the fear of the future is weighing on you. We'd like for you to take a break from all that and start having some fun. When you stop fixating on what's been making you heavy-hearted, we have a chance to move some magic in your direction. We need you to let go a little. Spirit needs some room and is very inspired by your laughter when you have fun. When was the last time you got really loose, silly, goofy? Maybe you need to go dancing or watch some funny comedy to make you laugh, or call a friend who you know will remind you of how ridiculous and delightfully giddy you can be. You will return refreshed and renewed and be ready to once again see the world as less daunting. You'll be ready to receive in perfect timing the bounty that Spirit has for you. And they're all saying how much they love you. It's a lot. Let me know how this resonates and who you think this message is from. Stay safe, have fun. Bye.